Pablo, would you shoot that?
If I can calm down, I will.
I got a swap chair.
What about this one?
Every day.
Every day?
No, I mean like not anymore. Maybe.
Not anymore? Maybe.
Yeah. Nah, but I will pass. Last year I passed in a bug like that in winter. Remember I took a video?
Really?
Yeah. I had about 20 yards. And I was like, oh, I was fixing to get it. And I was like, no.
Did it hurt you? Did it hurt your heart to pass on it?
It was the first time I was like, it's uncomfortable.
Not the first time. Good for like you know each other.
Man, I don't want to bum y'all's video.
Huh? Bum? Bum or what?
I'm just gonna stay in the background right here, like behind y'all.
Sit back there and agree.
Yeah.
Yes and no.
Come up here, big dude.
Come up there, big daddy. You gonna do the intro, Pablo?
Yeah.
Do the intro.
Do it.
You got.
So right here.
No, you got up here we can see. Come on.
Oh, they didn't see right there? Or right here. Alright, y'all. Welcome back to 18 Outdoors. Today we're with Haynes Riddle, Chase Parker, the legend itself, Mr. Michael, and your favorite guest, me right here, just learning a little bit more about hunting. Let's see what this guy's got something to do about it.
You gotta introduce yourself. What's your name?
Well, I'm Pablo. Most of y'all know me a little bit already. And if y'all don't, we might see each other out there in the forest one of these days.
Is that your car cranking? Is that your Tesla out there warming up?
What is that?
That's my ice maker.
Oh.
Ice maker's ready to go.
Ice maker. Gonna make ice cream?
Just ice.
Yeah. Pretty handy.
Yeah, it is. I need one.
Yeah.
Very handy. Y'all need some? Need some ice before you leave? I got a couple bags in the freezer. You can get fresh.
Wow.
On standby to put in a deer's chest.
That's right.
Pablo,
Mm-hmm.
are you ready for season?
I am. It's just around the corner. Well, what day is today?
It starts Tuesday.
Can you speak up a little bit?
The 25th. So it starts on Tuesday.
Less than a week.
Yeah. I am. I've been shooting my bow, I swear to God, since like March. I got a thing dialed. Now, of course, it's in a controlled environment, my backyard, you know. I got the bug fever with those and everything, you know, I've been just shaking, so I guess if I miss, it's gonna be me. But I'm ready. I'm ready.
Ready.
Yes.
We're all getting ready, aren't we?
Yeah.
I've been shooting both of mine.
Your recurve too?
Recurve too.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to get another one this year.
Shot one last year, right?
Year before.
Year before?
Yeah. I passed the buck last year. I should have killed.
With a recurve?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His one had one side. His broke off. I thought, well,
We can make the other side count.
some folks do.
Oh, you talking your recurve?
Have I shot one with it?
Are you talking it this year?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You gonna hunt it? Hunt with it?
Yeah, I'm
Recurve?
gonna kill one with it or a couple.
Sweet.
Plan.
That's the plan. Sweet. Are you telling the truth?
Yeah.
Sweet. Awesome.
I can hit with it. He can hit with it. It's just whenever he takes it, he usually doesn't see anything.
About how far? We're talking about 15, 20?
12, 15 yards.
That's pretty much like the daily spot with that recurve. God, though,
For me.
that's close.
That's close.
Yeah, that's right there, you know.
I don't know how you set up, but most of my shots within less than 20 yards, 15 or less.
I don't want to shoot past 20.
So that's with a compound.
Wow.
Half time with a gun.
Yeah, with a gun.
Get in there
I mean,
amongst them. Gotta get in there amongst them.
The closest they can get and hopefully broadside, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise I'd be missing. No, yeah.
Is that spur long enough? How long is that spur?
I don't know. I got tape over there.
Inch and a quarter?
Inch and a quarter every bit of it.
Yeah.
At least.
I think it was a little over, wasn't it?
Wow.
I
That's a
don't
nice
remember
one.
which one that was.
That's bigger than any turkey I ever killed.
Yeah, I never killed a turkey in my life. I've
There's a
been turkey
pile
hunting.
of feet right over there. I don't know if that's probably the biggest over there. My dogs usually eat my feet.
What?
Heck yeah. I'll leave my shop open. They'll come in and grab a food.
You're supposed to cut them off and make a necklace out of them, ain't
I'm too lazy for that.
you? Too lazy. Oh. All right, the reason this video is, Pablo done the introduction is, I just started this YouTube channel last year, but I met these guys in 2021, right?
Yep.
Because 2021 to me, it was y'all's greatest season so far.
No doubt.
I guess I could say it's my best season, but y'all, these two cats right here within a 3-week period,
Week and a half.
a week and a half,
Yep.
10 days or something
10, I
like
believe it was
that.
10 days.
took $4 on public land, and 3 of them is basically lifetime bucks, especially in Alabama to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say like not just any kind of bucks, like
Lifetime.
studs.
Lifetime.
Yeah, lifetime bucks.
So you killed 100. Go ahead and just tell the 2 that you killed, and just kind of just say the score and what size, how many points.
So the first one I killed a couple of days before Thanksgiving, right?
It's on a Monday.
It would have been that one up there behind that turkey.
That one, right?
Yeah, it was in the super sneak. And I don't know what he's 125,
120 something inch
130,
buck.
something like that. Yep,
Yeah.
chasing a doe. And then the day after Thanksgiving, Chase killed a 10 point, which was a brute, huge buck.
Perfect symmetrical, just
Yeah.
140 something.
It's 143, I think, what we ended
I
up.
mean, just a
That's
beautiful
ridiculous.
10 point, a beautiful buck if anybody would want it. I mean, dream buck in Alabama.
Yeah.
Biggest deer I'd ever killed.
And then the next day was Alabama Auburn was playing, and then I killed that buck. And when we scored him 3 months later, we had it scored, and it was 157 and 5/8 or 3/8.
Either way,
Anyway.
157 inch 8 point with
A
two.
huge mainframe 8 point with 2 stickers makes it a 10 point, but it's like 15 inch G2, something like that.
Yeah, 14, and that's what it was, 14 and 5/8 inch G2s.
Haynes, can I get it off the wall? So
I'm
they can
gonna
see in
get it.
comparison.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a giant.
Yeah. I'm gonna show pictures during this video of them
okay.
and stuff, but it's,
Yeah, get it off. I
but
don't
you can
care.
get off if you want to, Pablo, but I'm gonna have some pictures playing with this stuff, but it's a monster.
He's a
I mean, this
baby
thing
steady.
this is unreal. I mean, seriously. For those at home, look at the size of that thing.
It's something else.
Big.
I mean, seriously, how
Yeah.
how tall are these G2s?
I think 14 and 5/8.
Yeah.
One of them were like
The,
that
the
was-
mass.
When he killed it, he called me. He said, gonna need your help. I said, what'd you kill? He said, just get down here, I'm gonna need your help. I said, well, what does he look like? He said, he looks like a freaking mule deer. Get down here and help me. And we walked up on it.
And by the way, it has a double patch as well.
Yeah.
Double pack, which is crazy unique.
Mm-hmm.
And I was convinced we was gonna have to, pack him out. Chase said, there ain't no way we're
No.
packing this deer out. We're gonna drag it out. And it was one of them up a mountain
It was
where,
one of those.
it was just 1, 2, 3, and we'd just heave him, and then we'd take another step. 1, 2, 3, and we'd heave him. We'd done that straight up a mountain like that for, seemed like,
Forever.
forever. The
Well-
adrenaline was pumping though, that helped us out a lot.
What time did I get there? About 3 o'clock?
Something, no, it'd been probably later than that. Might have been between 3 and 4 you probably got there.
It was
Maybe
after dark.
something
when we
like
got
that.
into the truck.
So I killed that one, and then that was on Friday. Then the next Saturday, we was hunting, together but in different spots. And I had cell service that day, and I heard one shot that morning. And then Chase calls me. He said, I've killed one. I said, are you serious? I heard you shoot. He said, yeah. I said, is it a good one? He said, I think it is. Well, I had my dad with me that day too. I told him, I said, let's go. I said, look, Chase has killed one. He said, you think it's good? I said, oh yeah, and I was expecting a, you know, pretty decent buck or whatever. And whenever I finally got back in there to where he was at, I couldn't get him to tell me what it was. He had to tell me the whole story first.
Yeah.
And I was just anticipating. He said, come on. Hey, he said, he's right down here. And we walked up on him. As we got closer, the bigger he got. And that was that big old buck that he killed, which was scored what?
We scored him here at 155, and I just didn't believe it. But once we took him and got him scored, when we got this and scored 3 months later, it's 153.
153.
8 point.
153 inch, clean, huge 8 point.
Yep.
I mean, that deer looked, you know, that deer is amazing, one that Haynes killed. But, you know, Chase's the mass and just the way it looked like you drug a slung gun down here from Saskatchewan or something.
Yeah,
to me.
it didn't-
So,
it
I mean,
didn't
it's
look
just
real.
a crazy brute of a buck. And I was like, golly bum. I mean, you just don't see that mass and the way it carried out. And the huge 153 inch. I mean, 2 buddies, I mean,
Within 10 days.
within 10 days killed 4 bucks. That's, I mean, 3 of them, you know, one of them is very nice, ain't nothing wrong with it at all, but 3 of them is that just lifetime bucks. And to me, for 2 guys, that's the best season that I've ever heard of, you know, together. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
I
Just-
doubt we'll ever have a season like that. We hope to have a season like that.
Yeah.
But as far as what we accomplished that year, which we put in a lot of time, a lot of work that off season.
Yeah, y'all done a lot of scouting and boots on. I mean, yeah, I didn't know y'all until after the season progressed. Till I think we kind of met up toward the end of the season or something like that.
Mhm.
And y'all was telling me all the mileage y'all put in, all the scouting and stuff, and all the. I mean, y'all were running different creek systems, just creek system after creek system, just trying to find. I mean,
Yeah.
the spots, and it
Yeah.
was, and y'all had a plan like, and then the plan just, I mean, to come together like that,
Yeah,
it's
right.
crazy.
Where
I
it's
mean, it's
supposed
just amazing.
All 4 deer come off 4 different creeks too. That's what
4
we
different
talked
creek
about
systems.
earlier. Some people think everybody wants some magic spot or, you know, something that's just an easy way to just go kill big deer, and you can have places like that. But, you know, we didn't kill any of those deer off of, you know, the same place. There's not a deer that's in here or at Chase's place that came off of the same place.
Same
They're all
spot.
different places, yeah.
And that makes that very unique, you know,
Mhm.
because sometimes it's kind of repetitive on some places. You find the spot, you know, so
Yeah.
every other year or something you'll kill, you know, extra bigger ones, but wow. So all different creek systems. So.
Now, is something special that y'all remember about that year? Like something that y'all said, I think, the weather,
Oh, I remember there's acorns everywhere.
Everywhere.
Acorns
Acorns
everywhere.
and it didn't. The weather didn't matter to me because if
We were
if I
gonna
was
be
off
there.
work and I could hunt, I was gonna hunt. So I just didn't. That didn't play a factor.
Haynes, so you don't worry that much about like, oh, it has to be the right moon phase with this, and like if you're off and you can go.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If I'm off and I can go, I'm gonna be in the woods. If I'm, you know, especially in that phase of my life, and I was telling, you know, these guys earlier, I'm kind of, my boys are getting older. My daughter, she hunts a little bit too, but I'm kind of transitioning out of that as much. You know, I hadn't done as much scouting this year, hadn't run near as many cameras or anything, you know, at all this year. But for that time of chasing trophy bucks, it didn't matter. I was going to be hunting. Now, if the wind is the only thing that I look at that point in time, because you anticipate, you never know, but you anticipate where a deer's going to be at and where they're going to come from. And so you don't want to, you know, blow a place out if you can help it. And so that's a key, you know, when you walk over 100 miles in the off season, and I got it documented where we walked, you know, from here to Birmingham and back, you know, looking for these deer, you know, in a year. And you find different spots where, you know, and somebody asked me in Chase 4, like, how you decide who goes where. And there's never been, me and him never had an argument about who was really going to go where, because we always had at least 2 places where we felt like, you know, we could kill a deer. Really, I mean, it wasn't ever.
And it might be the point where we've gotta be here and here, because he's gonna come through.
Mm-hmm.
And it might not be that there, but there's times, once we ran, how many cameras we ran?
Back then, I don't
50,
know,
60,
Mm.
just
whatever.
a lot of cameras.
Mm-hmm.
But we knew kind of what was in there and what we was looking for, and it really helped us stay focused on why we were there.
Yeah.
But y'all had a plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And with the public land that we hunt, you know, you can't, especially the gun hunts. Gun hunts are very limited, so you can't just say I'm waiting for this moon or
Yes.
whatever, because you know all that moon stuff. Sure, there might be times where the moon affects stuff, but there's so many other variables, you know, that it's been talked about before, especially with me. It's like there's a lot of other things that can push a butt back.
Yes.
You know, I mean, coyotes, people, whatever. So if you can hunt, if you're off, I'm the same way. I'm hunting. You know,
Yeah.
80 degrees, 10 degrees, whatever. So it winds, you know, which I like a heavy wind, but anyway, just it don't matter if I'm off. I mean, you gotta hunt.
Yeah.
You have
So,
to.
I mean, you've only got, especially with them controlled gun hunts during the peak rut or whatever, you know, that rut time frame. You gotta put your time in somewhere somehow. You know?
I've got a few vacation days saved up, ready to go.
Because, man, I spoke with Haynes about this and with you as well, but with all of us. But now, these days, you know, like, the technicalities when it comes to deer hunting, it has gone so deep into, like, for somebody like me, I just get overwhelmed. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally overwhelmed with everything. And we gotta remember, I've been hunting for about 9 years.
Yeah.
So you've been hunting throughout your whole life, you know, so the phase that I'm on is still this learning phase, right? And if I try to lean on electronics or cameras or things like that, I feel that's gonna take a little bit of weight off the woodsmanship that you actually have to learn first before you can actually move that. And I don't want to rush the phase that I'm on. Like I'm enjoying a lot of times just going in blind,
Yeah.
just to see, you know.
Yeah, if you're counting on cameras, electronics, all that to dictate how you're hunting, you're taking a lot of it away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing, like if you're worried about, if you're letting what other people are doing or what's happening with them or what's getting killed or whatever, if you're letting that affect you,
Yeah.
you know, that's something else. Don't worry about anything that's outside of what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, make your plan and stick with what I've learned over the years. I just make me a plan, stick with it, let all that outside influence and all that, don't worry about any of that, you
Just
know,
go.
and stick with it. And basically that's what y'all done and crap. You know, sometimes it might not work, you know, great, but that year,
It worked out.
Yeah.
it's
You
amazing.
learn from it. Mm-hmm.
You know, and then like the next year we missed 3 bucks. It was big, you know, big bucks by 24 hours. You know, off running off cameras and stuff. You know, it just didn't work out.
Yeah,
You
I've
know,
had that
you've
happen
been
before.
there
Yeah.
before. Anybody, you know, you hunt enough, it's gonna happen. So sometimes, you know, it clicks and
Yeah, and you can't take that as a negativity because you can always say, hey, that I had it figured out. That was the spot. It's just a day or so off.
you always gotta look for the positive in everything.
Yeah.
Like whenever I go, I grade myself on different things about did the wind do what it was supposed to do when I was in there, or did the wind change and did I feel like something might have, you know, or did you know, I mess it up because of the wind.
Yeah.
And if I did, that's a bad grade, you know. Or did I make too much noise going in or whatever. So if I go and I can hunt all day, but I've been quiet, my wind's been good, and I know I've done everything right, and whether I see a deer or not at the end of the day, and if I've done everything right, I mean, to me, that's a win. So, you know, make a plan, stick to it, and it'll eventually work
Eventually
out.
works itself out.
And so I remember you saying that sometimes, depending on the area, it could take you 30 minutes to walk 80 to 100.
Oh,
feet,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, that's the big
That's-
thing.
That's something that not all of us, and I'm guilty of. A lot of times you just go trucking in because you think that sun is fixing to come up, you gotta be up there, and without realizing that just by doing that,
Yeah.
you done blew up your
Yeah,
hunt.
you blew your hunt.
Yeah.
Especially the last couple 100 yards getting into a stand is it's gonna, I mean, cause that's where you're hunting, that's gonna be your most important. And you get, I battled it for years about getting like an anxious feeling before,
Mm-hmm.
like I would be almost closest to the stand, like I could nearly beat to the tree I wanted to climb, and the closer I got, you know, when I was younger, the faster I would want to walk and get in there, and then I'd make too much noise. And then I learned, like, it would be better to just slip in real quiet, and then even if I'm going up the stand as it's getting daylight, you know, I would rather be doing that than going in making unnecessary noise and you know, my stand clanking and clanging and all that stuff. You don't want that.
Something that happens to me is that even though, like you're saying, the slower I get, the faster I feel like I'm moving, right? And then I get this feeling like, man, I'm about to bump a deer. Like it's fixing to happen. And instead of stopping right there, I keep on trucking.
And then you bump
And then you bump it.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That kind of happened to me last year, what you were saying, on that deer I killed. So I told myself, I need to be in the stand at this time. But I was coming in a different way, the swim was coming a little bit crazy. I come in a different way than I'd ever came in. I thought, if I can be in the stand at this time. I wasn't there. It just didn't work out. Well, by the time I got to my stand, or the tree I knew I was wanting to hang on, part of my stand was about to climb up. The deer come by. I wasn't even in the stand yet.
Mm.
They come. I shot them off the ground at 20 steps.
Mm.
Yeah.
It just,
Yeah.
But you was ready.
I was there.
And if you've been in a hurry and making a bunch of noise, whatever,
Who
you
knows
bump
if they've
them.
even been there?
Yeah, I got like, on my initial access, as long as I got dirt between where I'm hunting at, I'm wide open, got a headlamp on, but when I get to the last certain point, if there's not dirt between me and the hunting area, headlamp's off, I'm using a little pin light was on the ground, and I'm walking a lot slower. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's basically like turkey hunting. You always try to keep some kind of,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah, earth.
barrier between you, earth, between you and the turkey or whatever, to minimize that noise, minimize whatever you're doing, so,
Yeah.
to be able to sneak in, so.
Turkey, learning how to turkey hunt. If you can turkey hunt like that, and that helps you be a better deer hunter.
Yes.
Accessing your stand and stuff.
But you know, if I break a stick or something walking in, I don't really worry about it because everybody knows now with pigs and all that other stuff, you can hear some god awful racket. As long as it's not metal or something kind of that's out of the ordinary. Cause you know you've been sitting there in a tree, you hear a tree fall, makes
Yeah.
all kind of racket. An hour or so later, deer gonna walk about let nothing happen.
Yeah.
We're sitting there watching deer and hear a tree fall,
Yeah.
and they just look.
You know, noise like that that's normal. You know, breaking sticks or you know something that's kind of, you know, don't worry about that. Just go on in. But keeping your stand quiet or having it taped up, you know, the cushioning tape they got now, stealth strips, stuff like that. You know, make sure that any kind of metal noise, anything, that's been a big stickler for me. And so, you know, and sometimes during the year, if I go in there once, I kind of rake leaves back in places
Yeah.
to get in
Remove
there.
some of the bigger stuff that you're going to be walking.
I always surround the bottom of my tree.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, keep that raked out. So just, especially if you got like historical areas, you know, kind of
Yeah.
keep that, you know, where you
And everybody's got that spot. I'm
Yeah.
going to be here.
Yeah, so,
Most people do. I feel like.
yeah. I think people do. I mean, with that stuff you figure out over time, you know. So, where you going?
I have to run outside real quick.
You'll go outside. Pablo gonna slide up the spot.
Mm-hmm.
And Pablo killed a big old deer last year. So you happy with it?
Yeah, absolutely. That's the biggest
Hey,
one.
go back to spike management now.
Yeah.
All right. No 8 points.
I hope. Yeah. No, I'm gonna stay away from the spikes. I did last year. It was the first time that I was able to control myself. When I saw him, I was like, oh, it's fixing to happen. And he came out there, which is crazy. I don't walk that trail maybe about 6 hours earlier, and he came to the trail 20 yards from where I was, and it smelled down and bolted. And you know, I goes to show you right there, like what pressure does in one area, that a younger deer like that already knows this is dangerous.
Right.
You know, this is trouble. But I'm gonna try to stay away from him. And who knows what's out there for me this year? I might not kill anything, but I'm gonna learn something. So
You made a big step last season. So that's, I mean, trusting everything that you've been doing, you know, because we've been talking to you. You've called, messages, all kind of people, you know, asking questions off like that, and you're kind of being almost like a young hunter. You've been pushing it to the edge, you know, and not trusting what your plan is, and kind of going farther than you need to go, or do more walking than you need to do at times in good areas. So that you've learned because you like that bucket story you was telling me, you almost like, I need to go on in there, but no,
Yep.
I'm gonna hold back. So,
Yeah, because that buck, Haynes, I come up there, it's kind of like a Ford stop, you know, and got out of the truck. Man, I was just gonna take a whiz, and I look up and I seen a rub and another. And I said, man, that's a pretty good spot, you know. Let me check it out. So I got on it, went about 100 yards, and I wanted to go because I could see between. It was a thicket, a bad thicket, but I could see just a clear spot in the back, and I was like, I want to go right there. And man, I stopped. I said, you know what, like, I'm just gonna climb right here because I mean this is too obvious. It was a trail. I said I might go in there. They could be better, whatever. 2 hours later, I seen a doe on my left side. She stands up and kind of like shakes herself up. Next thing you know, right behind her. I mean, literally right on her butt, horns. And I'm about to lose it, you know, because I'm like, oh God, please, it's me again, you know. And dude, I started walking so slow that I was getting upset already. I was like, do something, run away or give me a shot. But we cannot be like 5 minutes, 10 minutes went by. Finally, when she walks through the hole that I got to take the shot, and I go grab my rifle, well, the spot is gone because I was looking on this side. And when I move on this side, so I swap hands, and I send my Hail Mary with the left hand, you know. Boom. And the rest is story, you know. I mean,
the rest is history. Huh?
it's history, yeah.
That's very nice.
A done deal.
Good deer.
It's a good deer, man. Yeah, for somebody like me,
Yeah.
man.
For anybody.
Oh, it's a great deer for anybody.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
Really
public
good
land,
mounts.
public land. I mean,
Yeah, public land. He was a mature buck.
Sleeping in your truck.
Yeah, sleeping on the truck too. I thought I was gonna have a heart attack, man. And the first time, I remember when I took a shot at that big buck too, that I called you, that I was like, what do I do? Like, he was like, calm down, climb down, don't go crazy. Yeah, I was gonna lose it that day too.
That's
And-
what it's all about.
And the crazy thing, even though we weren't able to recover that buck, and that was a good one too, I feel that was the best thing that could have happened to me. Because if I would have killed that deer on those early stages of learning, it could have had steered me on the wrong direction. You see what I'm saying? Like, I feel that it was a very good lesson that I was like, good. I took a step forward, and I was able to see what the big game is all about. Things like that happen. You're gonna miss, you're gonna lose, you know. And I feel that it was a very good learning lesson, and that's when everything changed. I remember you told me, whenever you put your hands on one of them big ones, it's gonna change, and it sure did last season. Yeah, I was like, yep, I like it, you know.
yeah.
So I
Want
like
it to happen again quick, huh?
Mhm.
And we're on we're only a few days away, and we come to this video because I was talking about, I just started this channel last year, and that season, I mean, even I killed a big one, and what y'all done, that just don't happen. So trying to get it, kind of documented and us talking about it, because now we're friends and stuff, because we didn't really know each other then. So, but a buck or a few bucks just kind of put us all together, and I mean that's part of that fire. Sharing these experiences, that's what brings people like together. Like-minded folks, outdoors people. Just even Pablo from Costa Rica,
Yeah.
I mean,
1,000 miles away, you know.
enjoying it. And,
Yeah.
enjoying it, having a great time doing it, and
Yeah.
just passionate about it from all year. So
Yeah.
that inspires me to to help bring that fire back. When I start getting down about stuff, look at Pablo, he's all fired up about everything. So
Yeah.
but-
Which, this is the funny thing, that we don't really know the true value of the moments like
Yeah.
this one until they become memories.
Right.
That's when we actually realize, like, wow. And you told me last year, enjoy it. because it can be a few years until it happens again.
Oh yeah.
You never know. It might happen again, but it could be 3, 4 years, 5 years until you can get another good one on the ground. And that was so true, man. I was like, that's so.
Unless you're Jamie McKay.
Well, yeah. I mean, Mr. Jamie is. Mr. Jamie is something else.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
He is. He's a.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's
I'll tell you one on Jamie real quick. I was hunting a deer and I don't know if it was toward the beginning of the season, and I've never been beat to a spot, you know. Except for one time a guy was asleep at the gate and he'd been there all night. I'll take it back. So I pull up this place and I like to, if I got a long walk, I like to walk like halfway with my stand maybe or whatever and cool off whatever and then go the rest of the way. Well, I pulled up and I was starting to get my stand on and everything. About that time, here comes headlights. And I was like, what in the world? Who could this be at this time of the day, you know, or night, morning, this early? And sure enough, it was Jamie McKay. And he said, you know, kind of like, whereabouts you going? I said, I'm going out this way. He said, okay, you're good. He said, we won't mess each other up, whatever. And I knew right then and there, I thought, I probably ain't got a chance in here. Because Jamie's, he's got to be hunting. And if he's coming in here hunting, I'm just going, out of, respect for knowing what kind of hunter he is and everything. If he can't kill him, I don't think I can. So,
I mean, Jamie, no doubt he's next level. I mean, he's the most consistent guy out there to me as this area, every year to year.
yeah.
But, I mean, especially with a bow. Now, last year, it was kind of shocking. I didn't really even think nothing about it. He killed the biggest one he ever killed with a gun, 139 inches. Mm-hmm. So, you think about all them pictures, everything he killed with me. He might have had killed one bigger than that with the gun, but he hadn't. But his bow, with the bow, that son of a gun.
Yeah, he killed, what was an opening season of 130 something?
Opening day.
120 something.
Yeah, opening day, yeah.
Beautiful.
And I was shaking out there with a doe about 40 yards, and I couldn't take a shot at it. Yeah, and I'm just like, oh my god. And then I see Mr. Jamie's picture, and I was like, he's something else. Like somebody has to clone him or get his DNA.
Yeah, he's
trying to figure it out.
Yeah, he's killed 2 or 3, 140 something with the bow, and then the 162 or 64 or something. Just monster butt with the bow. So man, he is the guy. So. I mean, everybody's kind of chasing him, so even me.
And of course, Mr. Tony Myers.
Oh yes.
That's the whole different league there.
Yes.
So yeah.
Hey, all my stories started with Tony, because I was working for a concrete company, poured some concrete out there, and then they called me. They're like, "Look at this deer, man." And I was like, wow, do you sell these things? He started laughing. He was like, no, man. Then I asked, it was my stepdad. Years went by, and I said, man, I want to start hunting. Do you remember that man that we spoke? He was like, yeah, Tony. I said, do you remember he still lives in that house? He was like, I don't know. I said, well, I poured that concrete. I know how it looks. I'm going to go look for him. He's like, I don't know. Walk up in there, and I said, well, I'm fixing to get shot, and I'm going to find Tony. One of the two. I just went in, Miss Donna came out, Mr. Tony, man, welcomed me back in, and I was done. It was sold right away.
Yeah, you walk in that house, that's it, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's
very inspiring.
Very impressive. So.
Yes, absolutely. Anybody on the country.
Yeah, and the good of guys there is. I mean.
Yes.
They can give anything. They can give a shirt off his back for you, so and then just tell you anything, any kind of help is just amazing. So.
But then you did the same to me, man. You welcomed me in, took me along the journey, introduced me to all these great dudes. Then I started feeling like I was finally part of like a good camaraderie, like a good, solid Southern guys group. The only thing that I was gonna do is having a good impact on my life. And here we are, man. I mean,
no, that's a good thing about the hunting community is it's, 9 out of 10 of us is, I feel like, it's good guys, you know,
right.
and there's people's gonna keep secrets and there's gonna be some jealousy here and there, but overall, I I like telling people, you know, things that I've learned, and you know, they can either take it or leave it, whatever. But things that's come to me, some of them has been passed along that I've learned from somebody else. You know, I've learned a lot from Michael, and you know, I learned a lot from my dad. You know, like learning different trees and stuff like that, and you know, learning that kind of stuff and passing it along to me is very rewarding, and just talking, you know, like we are right now.
Yeah.
It don't matter who you are, what age you are, whatever. If you're not listening and paying attention to other folks, I mean, you know, I'm still learning.
Yeah,
So,
me too.
So I listen to everybody's stories and everything, all their tactics, stuff like that, and trying to apply, you know, what I need for what I'm doing, you know. So, you know, some of it might be a little bit different than I want to do, but there's things that could key into, you know, specific details that I want to do. So they could help, you know, maybe push me over the edge or something, or give me like a second thought process. I might, you know, think about that different. So, so all that, you know, everybody's learning. You need to be learning anyway. If you think you're the man, we ain't got to learn that. I mean, it's a whole different thing. But the community part, like it is, I mean, you know, the hunting is one thing, but the community part, how, you know, the friends and the fellowship and all that, that's the biggest benefit from it. So
This ain't nothing like it.
Nothing like
you know, and the people that don't try, they just don't know what they're missing. Anyways, we ain't got that much deer for everybody, right?
Yeah. So anyway, you know, the 2021 deer season is, I mean, for me and these two guys, I mean, it's the craziest season, the best season. You know, hopefully we do it again.
Yes.
So y'all, I mean, from what y'all done, the stacking them heads up like that, just crazy. But I mean, but two good of guys they are. I mean, both of y'all deserve that. I mean, it's amazing that two friends could have a plan and come up $4 bucks in just a few days, and three of them they're going world class. Basically, to me, I'm just monsters. And I have all kind of pictures put in this video, but it's, you know, that part. I hope history, you know, us, we always, you know, get together, you know, talk about that and look at the deer and like, wow, don't remember that, you know. So we get a little bit older, or you can get as old as me. You might.
We'll have to start telling you your stories.
Yeah, have to tell my stories again, you know, because I forget about them. So, you know, I'm getting close to that now. So.
Nah, man, we still got a long ways to go. We still got a long ways to go.
I got scratches.
We're gonna carry you.
Scratches older than all of y'all.
Hey,
You got scars older.
Yeah, I got scars older than y'all anyway. Well, I've enjoyed this. This has been fun. We've been chatting for hours until we finally started videoing. But anyway, amazing. But we're looking forward to this daggum season. You know, Haynes has got his kids coming up. He's teaching them. They're learning. They're taking it on because they're killing turkeys and deer like crazy now, keeping you so busy skinning and cutting that you ain't even getting to hunt much.
They're fixing to learn how to skin deer this year. It's starting.
Starting this
my
year?
oldest boy. He don't know it yet, but he's fixing to start.
That's awesome.
He's fixing to start cleaning his own deer.
Yeah.
Well, Haynes, Riddle, Chase Parker, Pablo Esquivel. I mean, this has been awesome, man. Awesome.
Yes, sir. Thanks
Awesome.
for coming.
Enjoyed it. Had fun.
Enjoyed it, buddy.
Yeah,
So
man.
we're gonna lay bets on who can get the biggest one this year. Y'all wanna do anything like that?
No, not me.
Come on, Pablo. Pablo.
The odds are against me. I'm being realistic, but you never know. I might have a surprise in my hands.
You put yourself in that situation just about every year with a big one. Something happens, right?
Yeah, if something goes wrong.
No, yeah.
But I learned. I always did. Yeah, but I always learn.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, you sealed the deal last year, and now you got over that little hump. You ready now?
You ready?
yeah.
So let's place a bet. We're
Yeah.
gonna bet.
Dollar.
No,
Pablo.
a good dinner
Good dinner.
Hey, we
all
do that.
together.
All together. Pablo's buying regardless.
Yeah.
No matter who kills him.
Whoever.
No, hold on. Y'all got me that one. So the loser. Put myself in that position again. So the loser buys dinner for everybody. The one with the smallest buck. And we'll go
Well, the
eat.
smallest buck's gonna buy dinner.
And we'll go eat. Yeah.
Go eat.
Where we go?
The winner picks the spot.
The one next buck.
Yeah.
Where you picking?
I'm picking right here. I ain't just letting him cook.
Haynes cook.
Yeah, and I'll probably be cooking because I'm gonna lose.
I don't know about that.
Oh, wait.
I tell you what. There's gonna be some good times regardless.
Oh yeah.
So
There's always good times.
yeah.
Dude. All right, buddy. Hey, If you haven't liked, subscribe, please share, tell everybody. Hey, it is next week. Kathy's getting ready. Everybody's ready. Your wife gonna hunt this year?
We're ready.
I'm
No.
ready.
Your wife hunting this year?
Nope, she doesn't hunt.
My wife's probably not gonna make it.
I'll tell you what, if you're hunting this video this long already and you haven't subscribed or leave a comment, I don't know what you're doing. Click,
One
like,
click.
yeah,
One
like,
click.
comment, subscribe, share. Here's what it's all about. Good times.
Great time. Thank y'all for watching. Have you got to get them flat? Hey everybody, thank y'all for watching the videos. Well, again, we appreciate y'all's support. If you haven't liked, please like, subscribe, and don't care if you haven't got one of our books. Check out Amazon and get a book. Also, we got a link on there where you can, on our YouTube channel, where you can go on. We got a little store set up. Like if you're interested in any kind of merchandise, shirts and stuff, you can check that out. And we really appreciate anything like that. So, again, we appreciate y'all's support. You know, keep watching. We're gonna keep trying to share the outdoors and how we do the things, and try to help everybody that we can enjoy the outdoors. And you know, we do this for just basically because of the environment and the community that's involved and built around hunting. So again, we appreciate y'all. Like, share, and we'll see y'all again.